Welcome back, folks, and for y'all that got the Eternia Playset, back when Revolution came out, there was a scene that showed 4 towers. The missing 4th Havok Tower. Well, folks, I got that missing 4th tower right here. This Havok Tower, created by Heman on Colts 3D and printed and painted by my good buddy Alf. He hooked this thing up, brought it to life. Oh my God, this shit is hot. Do y'all see this? Let's go over it from bottom to top. Start off with all those faces. Look at all those tortured souls that made it into the Havok Tower. Each face got its own little life to it. We got 2 torches in front of the doors that look great. The ram stone placed into the middle of the door. Beautiful. All the details in general in the door, but that ram head, goddamn. Well, hold on, I'm jumping the gun. Let me go back to this door. All the little writing, just the little faces. I want to look at every single face that's on this tower. And it is a lot of them. Look at all them different races of faces. I wonder if we can make some of them out. But right there, look, we got faces back there. There's people just molded and groaning and shit. And I can imagine all them faces probably having a life of its own if this tower was actually alive. You know what I'm saying? This overall print is very impressive. I just love the faces. They really get the job done with the coloring that Alf did on this thing. This shit brought it to another level. I love the different shading. I love it all. Oh, I can't believe I haven't wanted this sooner. Now, it's only been a little bit over a month since Heman made this available on his Colts 3D page, which I'll cover later on. But right there at the top of the tower, Skeletor is happy as shit. You see him? Oh, that looks so good, especially next to the other towers right there. You get a better look at it next to the Snake Tower. And as I zoom out, we get a better look at it next to the Central Tower, next to Grayskull Tower. That shit matches perfectly. Now, I know the outside looks great, but the inside is hot. You see this shit right here? He created 2 different floors, so you can just add random shit in there, which I'll add some stuff in a second to liven it up. But I just want us to get a good look on how it looks empty-wise, just so you can see the details on the floors. Let me pull one out. You see this shit right here? I'm impressed with just this floor piece alone. How it's got the 2-tone in it. Alf, yo ass did it, and I like what I'm seeing. Same thing with this floor right here. Bottom part, I don't care about that. The top part, beautiful. Great job on that, Alf. Now here's something that I noticed I could do right here. I have my vintage Snake Mountain ladder. And that works perfectly. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make it look more realistic, you just don't expect them to just jump from one floor to the next. You see that shit right there? Looks like he's climbing up the right way. So I might actually get me another ladder so I can have 2, one on the bottom, one right here for the 2nd level to get to the top. Because that shit looks good. But now it's time to give it the earthquake test. Let me just give it a little shaky. Oh shit, that was funny. Now it's time to take a look at the Havok Tower furnished up. Right here we got a Skell Knight. He clocked out on his 30-minute break, just taking a quick power nap. You know what I mean? Get ready for his next guard post. And then working our way up on the 2nd floor, we got 2 Skellcom figures just busting it up. They also on break, you know what I mean? But they don't feel like taking a nap, so they took it upstairs just to have a personal one-on-one conversation. And then right up top, you got Skeletor just sitting back with his feet up, watching everything go down, sitting in this nice, comfy spinning chair and shit. That looks hot. Love the way this inside of this tower is. Great job of Heman on the design. And compared next to the other towers on what they do, I'm satisfied. Shit. Now, I did hear that he's trying to come up with a version where you can incorporate some of the tracks, you know what I mean, to go around that too. But for what it is and what I can do with it, I am satisfied to have multiple levels. There's really only, 1 level in the Snake Tower, go in the bottom, and that's it. Up next, I want to compare it right next to the Grayskull Tower, just so you can get a better look at them right next to each other. And that shit pretty much is the same height. Very satisfied with that. You might have a little bit more height on this tower right here, and he can stand just a little bit taller. But I don't give a shit about all that. That Havok Tower right there is easily on par with the rest of these towers. I highly recommend this if y'all's thinking about getting it, but we got some more comparisons to do because I want to see how this matches up to a lot of other play sets that we already got in the Motu line. Starting off right here with Snake Mountain. This shit looks good. The coloring is on point. Everything matches. That is nice. So let's just say for folks out there that don't got the Eternia Playset, and you ain't the one to get this thing 3D printed and painted up, you can put it up right here next to your Snake Mountain, and it looks okay. Lore-wise, it might not match up or make sense, but it looks great. Now right here, comparing it next to the Castle Great Skull, yes, it towers over that bitch, even with point tread on top of it. Not counting the Talon Fighter, that's a vehicle. We just counting brick-wise. Yep, it towers over it. Now right here, that bitch ain't towering over Castle Hellskull, I'll tell you that. Castle Hellskull is a beast of a castle. But there's one thing that these both have in common. The one's got souls and shit coming out from the outside, and the other one's got souls and shit on the inside. Now right here, last but not least, I wanted to show you it compared to the Eternals Palace playset. This bitch is so big, I gotta go out the room to get this whole thing in the screen. You see that shit right there? Massive tower. I absolutely love this tower. This is the pride and joy of my collection, and compared to this Havoc Tower, it makes it look teeny weeny. Now, since this is kind of like a new playset and all, I had to set up a diorama just to show a little action scene on what it might look like back in Pre-Eternia when this tower existed. And right here, we got Hero checking the tower out, and he is shocked to see it. This is a massive tower, but we got a whole bunch of figures going on. We're just gonna go over each one real quick just to show how I set it up. Starting off, yes, I know Heman wasn't in Pre-Eternia, but I had him stripped down in his savage Heman outfit for a picture, so I added him in. But right there, we got just a random passerby who's scared for his life, ready to fight some Skeleton figures, but they ain't worried about his ass. They is all ready to group up and beat the shit out of Hero. Right behind them, you got a broken down Horde bot that's been sitting there forever. Then right here, we got the Skeleton Wizard that was on the box art for the Battle for Eternia 4-pack. I hooked that figure up. Love the way he came out. And it just makes sense that his ass will be right there next to the tower. And then right there, that figure, I made it over a year ago. But for what I got going on here, he looks like he could be the God Havoc, you know what I'm saying? To go with the Havoc Tower. Then we got some Skeleton figures ready to bust up Hero. We got a Snake Guard back there, followed by a Viper with them upgraded feet. Then we got my version of the Snake Deity Ka holding up the Snake Staff, and then right next to him, we got the Deity Zor with the Staff of Zor, followed by Eldor watching Hero's back, waiting for shit to pop off. But then behind him, we got Feline trying to comfort this guy because he's tired of all the fighting, followed by another civilian that can't even finish his ride to take a look at all the shit that's about to pop off. Then we got a Frogmonger just watching, eating actual shit up top, cheering everybody on. He just wants to see a fight. He don't care who wins or who loses. Followed by Peacemaker, whose ass don't belong there. Then we got Ironfoot with his buddy just about to watch all the shit go down while they smoke on a doobie. Right behind them, we got the Hammer Brothers busting it up with one of them right there in their brand new battle chariot, while the Green Goddess stands back there crying and shit because nobody wants to take the shit she's peddling. And then we had Anti-Eternia Moss Man that came from another dimension just to watch, while we got various beasts back there just fighting, battling it out. Oh shit! We got Ted Theodore Logan that came in his time machine in the wrong place at the wrong time, but he is ready for the smoke, all walked out. And that's it for what I had set up. But for folks that want this Havoc Tower, all you gotta do is go on the Colts 3D. Hopefully your ass got a printer. And here is the file right here for the Havoc Tower. Let's go over some of his pictures real quick. All right, looks like mine might be a little bit shorter than how it was meant to be. Because in that first picture, that bitch right there was way taller than the Grayskull Tower. There's a picture of his Havoc deity that he made, which you can also find on his Coast 3D page. Now as we scroll down, you can see the prices just over $8. That ain't that bad to buy the file, but it all comes down to the printing and the painting and all that other shit. Now, not only did he make the Havoc Tower, but he has designed a bunch of other stuff, whole bunch of stuff that I actually have that I've showed off in other videos. Those are the different categories right there. I'll put a link in the description, but I said it a few minutes ago and I say it again. This Havoc Tower right here for the Eternia Playset, I highly recommend. It is absolutely gorgeous and just another reason that Motu customs like this can expand your collection. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.